Welcome back to the St. John's Speed Shop, fellow modelers. Happy New Year. Getting started on my first build. Wasn't sure what I was going to do next, but then my daughter dropped off this bad boy as a gift, and I'm like, alright, answered that question. So far, assembly's pretty good. A lot of flash, which is kind of typical with a kit this old. There's a ton of flash on the chassis, but fairly simplistic. If you got this kit, be mindful, because the instructions are a little bit vague. You go to step 2, which shows the installation of the rear suspension and the drive shaft, but up in the corner there's a little picture that it's very vaguely shows you how to install the exhaust pipes. I mean, it's just a little picture, shows a little bit of the exhaust, and that should be done first. Install the exhaust before the rear suspension, because I had to cut them to get them in place. No big deal, you know, you're not going to see where I cut them once everything's painted up, but kind of irritating. But keep an eye out for that. There's our little engine. Yeah, nothing spectacular, but we'll get that taken care of. Dashboard is nice. Gonna put some wood grain on there. Haven't settled on a color for the interior yet. Maybe tan. Typical one-piece interior. The body on this car wasn't too bad. A lot of flash, especially along the top of the fenders. Gotta give that a good going over. This louver was a pain to put on. It's almost not big enough to fit on the back of the body, but small enough to constantly fall through. So I want to put in some tape underneath it to hold it in place, and use some liquid cement to bond it wherever it made contact with the body. So far, the worst part about this kit is the front end assembly. Fit is kind of crude at best. Got some gaps. I guess putty would take care of that, but I'm not going to bother with that. I'm going to go with metallic, Tamiya metallic orange for the body, and some flat black accents. I think that'll look sharp. Got some plans for this. I think it's going to look pretty cool. Very small set of decals, but with a lot of small decals. That ought to give the car some pop. Looking forward to this because I love doing decals. Get some pad printed white wall tires. These are looking good. Not sure if I'm going to go with the black wall or the white wall just yet. I'm going to wait till I get the rims painted up and we'll see what that looks like. These are nice looking tires here. Probably going to two-tone the seats, maybe using the body color. But that's about it for this. Fairly simple kit. Came with an absolute ton of spare parts. That's the box there in case you're interested in what kit this is. The 007 Diamonds Are Forever Ford Mustang. But I'll be back in another day or so, maybe 2 days, with an update. Right now, I'm going to get in some serious paint. You guys have a happy new year, and I am out of here.